Welcome to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports on location. Tonight we are in St. Louis Park bringing you non-conference girls varsity hockey, and the Northfield Raiders out of the Big Nine Conference have journeyed northward on 35W into the heart of Benilde-St. Margaret Red Knight country, taking on the 11-4-2 Red Knights out of the Metro West. And both teams, I note right away as we see the Raiders at 11-6, have very similar records. So I expect this to be a good matchup. They've had a couple of similar opponents and they fared very equally. They both played Blake this year, both losing to Blake. 3-5 was Northfield's loss. 2-3 was Benilde's loss. So I think this could be an even matchup, even though Northfield's from a smaller community. You don't hear much about their hockey program down there, but looking at Macy Mueller, she's got a very impressive goal against average at 2.11. She'll be going against Mia Rooney in nets for Benilde-St. Margaret's, and she has a very low 1.40 goals against average. There she is, taking on Northfield. Both teams with similar records from unfamiliar conferences. I'm Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us on ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube, and we're underway from the Rec Center in St. Louis Park. Benilde in their white and red uniforms will be going left to right, and right away that's number 24, Kale Koopman. And that puck goes out of play along the Benilde bench, and right away a stoppage with 16:47 to go. Benilde coming in with a 3-game winning streak since January 10th, which was a tie against Orono. Other than that, their last loss almost a month ago to Hill Murray. And play now underway again in the Benilde zone. Northfield trying to keep it in, and they do successfully. That's an interception by number 13, Emerson Garley for Northfield. Now poke checked and taken away by Benilde's Hassler, coming right in on the doorstep, tried to get her short side against the goaltender for Northfield. And now out at the point, just gets by number 9 of the Red Knights, Bailey Gray. They'll have to regroup to get back on side. Now on the far side, that's Kendall Hassler. She comes in along the far boards, that's Lulu Rosinski, number 55, all the way around the net to the near corner. Now picked up by number 22, that's Abby Garvin, the senior for Benilde. Garvin with it, now back passes along the boards to number 10, Ellie Stewart. And now to the point, now to the near side, Rosinski off the boards, getting it down low successfully. Now back out to the point to Rosinski, now up top. Wrist shot by number 9. That was Bailey Gray, the sophomore. Karam's off to the left, rebound back in Benilde zone. They are dominating puck possession here early on. Now under 15.5 minutes to go. Puck coming in off Rosinski's stick, and an easy save for Macy Mueller, the sophomore goaltender for the Raiders. And here's Rosinski coming in right in there, just kind of lost control of it. Really didn't get anything on that shot, but it did force Macy Mueller to make the save, and there'll be a face-off to her left. In to take the draw for the Red Knights, number 24, Kaylee Koopman, the junior, wins the draw out to the point to 44. Brooklyn Riley, the sophomore, kept in along the near boards. Number 24 for the Red Knights, Kaylee Koopman. Now behind the net, taken back by the Raiders as they try to clear the puck. That's number 11, Grace McCoshin, the junior for the Raiders. Out to the point, kept in nicely on the far boards by the Red Knights. Now coming in along the near circle. Puck poke checked off the stick, and now the Raiders with the rush at mid-ice. That's number 11 with it. McCoshin, she dumps the puck behind the net, picked up by the Red Knights, now taken back by the Raiders. Number 2, Isabel Steffies. And the Raiders trying to get some sort of momentum on the offensive zone, but it's taken right away by the Red Knights. Clearing pass, successful at mid-ice to number 23, Lizzie Hamill. Hamill gets stood up right at the blue line, and the puck is taken away as the Red Knights change on that exchange. Now the Raiders move it out to mid-ice, and now it's on the puck, or on the stick of number 14, Ella Pasqua for the Red Knights. As they dump it into the Raiders zone, it's taken right away back by the Raiders, number 23, Kira Hoskins, the sophomore. Now the Red Knights dump it into the Raiders zone, no icing, picked up behind the net by number 9, Isla Puppy. She's got 31 goals, 21 assists. Keep an eye on her. The majority of the points have come from her. Now the Raiders, fanning on it, trying to clear it out, but then getting her stick on it was number 13, Emerson Garley. Now the Red Knights at mid-ice to the near boards. Number 6, Grace Bendixson dumps the puck, and the Red Knights will change. Raiders get it in their own zone. Quickly off the bench, Kendall Hassler trying to force the action, and she does, and the puck all the way down, and that's going to be the first icing call of the evening. That stops the clock at 13:31. Glad you're with us on ParkTV 16 Sports. Streaming live on YouTube. You can look at some of the home crowd there, some of the Red Knight fans in attendance. Glad you're with us watching wherever you are tonight. Okay, face off to Macy Mueller's left. Draw one again by the Red Knights. Number 9, Bailey Gray plays it along the near boards into the corner to Ellie Stewart. Number 10, she goes down. Puck loose down the far corner. Picked up by Lulu Rosinski. Rosinski now behind the net. Puck picked up by Stewart. Stewart now backhands it back to Rosinski. She lets it get by her. Now picked up by the Raiders behind their own net. That's number 24, Lucy Boland, the senior. Red Knights keep the pressure on the forecheck as we approach 13 minutes remaining. Now centering pass right in front for Stewart. She couldn't quite get her stick on it. Now taken back away. Now I think that's Hassler with a quick shot. That puck goes to the right side. Now Bailey Gray keeps it at the point. Now taken back by Gray. She tries to rush the puck, gets poke checked off her stick by the Raiders, but still in the zone. And now finally the Raiders clear, and they'll change, and they wave off icing. Back to get it Rosinski with 12 and a half minutes to go, period number 1. Rosinski now will break out. That's a very aggressive forecheck, and it's going to cost him, and now we got a breakaway right in on the net. Number 23 with it. Lizzie Hamill. I was just going to say the Raiders had a lot of players in the forecheck there, and they got beat deep. Right there, what a great looking pass that was to Hamill coming right in, but look at 21, Maya Miller, the 9th grader for the Raiders, back really showing her speed there, saving the day for the Raiders. And now that shot deflected down low, back out to the point, played in by number 2, Julia Evans. Now shot on goal, deflected, rebound, sweeping around again was 23 for the Red Knights, Lizzie Hamill, and that save again by Macy Mueller. Here's that sequence on the replay. Backhand shot, poke checked away on defense there, number 10. Olivia Rasmussen doing a nice job on defense. Now the clock is stopped again with 11:50 to go. Face off to Macy Mueller's left. She's had her hands full. 6 shots on goal already for the Red Knights, 0 for the Raiders. 11:45 to go, period number 1. Now puck in the far corner, played by number 24, Kaylee Koopman for the Red Knights. Comes loose. Now to the near side, pass for Ella Pasqua, and she can't handle it. They'll have to regroup at mid-ice. Now to the far side to number 27, Sienna Carver. She shoots it into the zone, and they'll chase it and try to get possession, and they do, at least momentarily right there. There's a give and go by the Red Knights. Now back out in front, picked up by number 5 for the Red Knights, Annie Junkness. She's got 4 goals, 6 assists, 10 points on the night, and she'll leave the ice as they change. Now the Raiders a chance, and they've got a rush 3-on-4. On the far side, showing speed, Isla Puppy. She's got 52 points, 31 goals tonight, coming into tonight. Now rebound right in front, shot by Emma Perkutra, just an 8th grader, forward for the Raiders. Couldn't get anything on it, and there's a save by Mia Rooney. She faces her first 2 shots, gave up a rebound there, and the re-shot by 16, Perutka, handled by Rooney. So now she faces her first 2 shots, face off in her zone to her right, one by the Raiders, and they'll redo it. Nobody kicked out of the face-off circle. And the draw won by the Red Knights, and Gray will shoot it around the far boards, out. Nice job by number 16 for the Red Knights, Addie Morse, getting her stick on it and getting it out of the zone. Well done by her. Now the Raiders in their own zone as they try to get more momentum once again. Puck gets through, and now they've got a chance as they rush it on the near boards across the blue line. That's Tove Sorensen. Her shot goes back behind the net. Raiders try to keep it in, and they do. Shot from the point gets blocked in front by Lulu Rosinski. Rosinski trying to get it. It eludes her. Now the Raiders have possession. Now Gray has it. She'll skate it up the middle in their own zone, and they clear the puck to the far side. And they'll change on the fly. Raiders take over now on the near side. Into the neutral zone. Skating, I think that was number 21, Maya Miller. She went down, and now the Red Knights have possession, and they come down the center of the ice. That's number 9, Bailey Gray. Dumps it into the corner, chased by number 22, Abby Garvin, the captain for the Raiders, or for the Red Knights, I should say. Now, out to the neutral ice, and that should be icing for sure, and it is. And there's the whistle, and that stops the clock with 9:44 to go. Our score is 0-0 despite the shot differential, 6 for the Red Knights. As we look at the Red Knight bench, Bailey Gray taking some instruction from her coach. Now quickly back. Live action here on YouTube, fanning on it at the point, and that's going to cost him possession. They'll have to regroup once again. On the near side, number 44, Brooklyn Riley skates it into the zone. And Ellie Stewart gets there first, tries to play it back behind the net, comes around, and picked up first by the Raiders. Kept in by the near point again by Brooklyn Riley nicely, but now the Raiders manage it back out at mid-ice. Chasing it number 2, that's Megan Snyder for the Raiders. Clearing attempt, blocked and intercepted by 11, Grace McCaution for the Raiders. Now they take it right away, coming right in, and now turning back around is number 9, Isla Puppe. She can really skate, and her pass to the near side, tough angle by Grace McCaution is scooped up by Maya Rooney, and she's been perfect. 3 for 3 on saves. That was a nice looking shot though, tough angle. Mia Rooney having no problem whatsoever with that. The senior goaltender, 1.40 goals against average, showing it why right there. One differential is the Raiders have scored a lot more goals on average throughout the year. The Red Knights have scored a lot fewer, but they've also given up a lot fewer. But their record's very similar, 11-4-2 and 11-6. Almost dead even. Now the Red Knights on the far boards. 8.5 minutes remaining, period number 1. Raiders poke check it out to neutral ice. Red Knights trying to, now it's picked up by Pup, and she dumps it and she'll change on the fly. Keep an eye on her. Ayla Pup, junior forward, 31 goals, and it's only mid-January. Now into the zone, and the Raiders get it. As the Red Knights change, wholesale change, they try to beat them, but now to intercept it is Bailey Gray. Quick wrist shot as the goaltender had left it. It just eludes. I don't know where the goaltender was going, if they thought there was a penalty and they were going to add a skater. I know the referee had his hand up as if it was going to be a penalty, but I think he was just holding it up that it was going to be a possible offsides. Until the Raiders got control. Puck right in front, saved by Macy Mueller, rebound, picked up again by the Raiders, spinning around Ruzinski, and she goes down on her own accord. No call there. Outlet pass, deflected, and now ends up with a mini breakaway for number 25, Eloy Dubus, and she can't get there soon enough. As the Red Knights recover, quick backhanded pass, trying to jam it in there. Goes by the wayside to the near boards. Now picked up by the Red Knights, 7:18 remaining. Puck to the near side, gets by, that's Duffy, centering pass, quick wrist shot, rebound, nobody there but the Raiders, number 11, Grace McCaution. Oh, what an attempt that was for the Red Knights. Their shots on goal are now at 8-4, 7 minutes remaining. On the far side, number 23 skates it in, Lizzie Hamill. She wheels back around as the Raiders recover on defense. Well played hockey game here in the first period, very little breaks. Quick moving first period, and that puck goes out of bounds. Played by number 18 for the Raiders, Emily Beham, as we look at this sequence right here. And that rebound was right there for the taking, but no Red Knights there to take advantage. Instead, the Raiders, number 11, Grace McCaution, the junior, able to swoop up that rebound. Now face off to the right to Mueller, and here the Red Knights win that again. Number 22 with it for the Red Knights, Abby Garvin behind the net. Gives it up to Stewart, number 10, now Garvin. Now behind the net for the Raiders, that's 21, Maya Miller. This just a freshman out there, 9th grader. Northfield's top line, they have 3 goal scorers, are all juniors. Relatively young team, now wheeling with it. That is Ayla Pup. Look at the moves by her. Look at her go by 2 Red Knights, comes right in, wrist shot. Shoots wide left, and you're starting to see the talent in that young player, number 9 for the Raiders, for sure. Now puck kept in, rebound shot to the near boards, coming out, and puck comes off the boards in onto the stick of number 14, Ella Pasqua. Pasqua skates over the line on the far side, gets by the defender, still has it in the corner. Centering pass was deflected by the Raiders, number 3, Isabel Steffies. And the Red Knights keep it in, going down on the far side hard. That appeared to be number 47, I believe, for the Red Knights. Okay, now here comes Steffies, wheeling at center ice, across the line on the far side with plenty of space, wheels around, centering pass, to the point, gets by, hopped the stick of McCoshen. Raiders recover at neutral zone by number 24, Lucy Boland, and she skates it in, or shoots it behind the net. Now the Red Knights come away with it. Nice outlet pass to the far side by Rzinski. Coming in, number 24 was Koopman, and we got a whistle and another save by Macy Mueller, the sophomore goaltender, having a great night and a busy night. That's her 10th shot she's faced. She's turned them all away. Our scores are still 0. And look at the moves right there by Isla Pup. Her shot goes wide left. Red Knights keep it in along the near boards. Junkness into the corner for the Red Knights. Again, that's 23, Lizzie Hamill. Hamill comes away with it. Now it eludes her into the corner. She'll chase it. She goes down hard along the boards. Puck kept in. I think that's Rzinski. She'll skate it along the boards. Still has it, Rzinski. Look at the skill on display there. Now coming right in. Nice stick handling there. Puck gets poked away, and now we've got a whistle from the referee at neutral ice, and I think we're going to have our first penalty of the night, and we are. That is the Raiders, number 31, or no, 21, Maya Miller. Will have a seat with Mick. He looks at the number to check it in with the scores. We'll get the official announcement, the stop on the clock. 4:30 to go, 2 minutes on the board. First power play for either team. And the Red Knights looking to break this 0-0 tie at home, and Northfield does a nice job clearing that puck all the way down to start off their penalty kill. 21 is the player, Maya Miller. Will get with the, did not see the penalty. Here's the announcement. Two minutes for checking against Maya Miller. So the Red Knights on the power play. 1 minute to go in the player advantage. Ellie Stewart with it. To the near side now. Nice passing there by Morris for the Red Knights. Addie Morris, the sophomore, now along the boards. Morris gets by her. Raiders try to clear it. Still kept in by Morris, along with Pasqua. Now Stewart comes away with it. Stewart now looking to somebody to get open. Now back out to the point, to the near side. Steps with a quick shot, and look at that cat-like quick glove response by that player right there, number 31, Macy Mueller. There was some pace on this shot. She tried to go high, and Mueller gloves that very efficiently. 1:01 to go in the player advantage, 3:31 to go in period number 1, no score. Red Knights on the first power play. Rzinski tried to pass it down in the corner, got deflected, but made it there anyway to Junkness. Now at the top of the key, Bailey to the far circle. Back to Bailey, to the near boards, Rzinski. Rzinski backhands it into the corner to Junkness. Junkness pushes it along to the far side to, I think that's, can't see that number sometimes. Okay, yeah, that's number 23, Lizzie Hamill. Now quick shot by Rzinski. Rzinski gets her own rebound, skates it out to the far point. Now to the near side, Gray. 23 seconds in the player advantage. That shot deflected in front, now to the near corner, and they'll try to clear it, and kept in by Gray. 16 seconds in the player advantage. To the near circle, pass comes through all the way to Rzinski. She'll get it back to the point there, Gray, with 7 seconds remaining. She'll come in, over to the far side, quick wrist shot by 23, Hamill, and that gets deflected just wide right. Both teams at full strength now as Pup enters the fray off the bench as Maya Miller went from the penalty box to the bench. Pup now had played no role in that power play kill, but there she is, Ayla Pup, with 2:09 to go, no score, and she gets tripped, and she is going to draw a penalty here. Pup still has it, and they will pull their goaltender, and she still keeps it alive until the Red Knights touch it, and there they do. And that was number 27 there, Sienna Carver, and Hamill knew it. I think it was unintentional, but it was still a trip, and it was right in front of the referee. Here they were chasing Ayla Pup. She tries to split the defense, and right there the stick got in there, and they're going to call that every single time. So now a 2-minute advantage for Northfield. Their first power play comes with 1:57 to go, period number 1. So unless they score, they'll be on the player advantage for the rest of period number 1. Now all the way back into their own zone. They are being pressured by number 6, Grace Bendixson, the freshman, putting all kinds of pressure. Oh, excuse me, that's number 8. Parker Theed, a senior. My mistake. Or is that number 6? I can't tell. To the near boards. Oh, that is number 6. Let's give credit where credit's due. Nice job there by Grace Bendixson. Now Maya Miller, who just served that 2-minute penalty, out there on offense as the Raiders will try to set it up on the power play. There's Ayla Pup looking for the puck, and she scores it. I told you she had 31 goals coming in the night, and she fired off that wrist shot and went 5-hole on Maya Rooney, and let's watch the replay. Look at the quick wrist shot, and no, she beat her right over her right pad. Rooney couldn't believe it, and that first goal comes on the power play for that woman right there. Ayla Pup, P-U-P-P-E. I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. That is her 32nd goal of the season to go along with 21 assists for 53 points. And she is really showing her talent out there as the Raiders, out of the Big 9 Conference, have stunned the Red Knights here with the first goal with under a minute to go. Both teams at full strength. And now here are the Raiders once again with the pressure, trying to get another one here late in the period number 1. I'm sure the Red Knights are looking to get to the locker room here to regroup. They dominated with 12 shots on goal as opposed to 6. And now Pup again lets one fly right from point blank range in front, and that gets steered into the corner. 30 seconds remaining. And a dangerous time here for the Red Knights. And now a nice lofted pass gets loose for the Red Knights. Centering pass, well done, but they were defended well again by the Raiders there. They have team speed, and that has been the advantage and the identity of the Red Knights, and the Northfield Raiders seem to be matching that. 9 seconds remaining. Puck along the near boards. Pasqua, quick wrist shot deflected by Pup in front. Now the Raiders have it with 0.6 seconds, and there is the buzzer as the Raider player goes down. But that is the end of period number 1. Our score, 1-0 Northfield. Come on back to ParkTV 16 Sports broadcast of period number 2.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. Yeah. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Welcome back to ParkTV 16 Sports on location. Tonight we are about to begin period number 2 of this matchup between the Northfield Raiders out of the Big 9 Conference coming into the Red Knights home ice. And they are up 1-0 after 1 on the goal late in period number 1. Ayla Pup on the power play got her 32nd goal. The junior forward has 53 points on the year. I'm Robert Christensen. How you doing? Glad you're with us here on ParkTV 16 Sports. 1-0 our score, the Raiders, and the shot differential favors the Red Knights 12-6. So you gotta believe, if you're a Red Knight fan, it's just a matter of time before these goals start to go in for them. But they're down 1-0. Both teams coming in with similar records. 11-6 are the Raiders, and the Red Knights 11-4-2, and they've had similar opponents with similar results. So this all points to a very competitive contest, and the Red Knights now will be going right to left. Back in goal, Mia Rooney let in that late power play goal. She gets ready, and they'll be going right to left. Now in at center ice, that is Ayla Pup for the Raiders with the draw. They win that one, and now they'll move it into the Red Knight zone. Back out to center ice, and the Red Knights will dump it into the Raiders zone. They dominated possession all period long, just couldn't get that goal across. The very tough goaltending performance by Macy Mueller, the sophomore goaltender for the Northfield Raiders. Now behind the ice, or the net, that's number 11, Grace McCaution, as she tries to clear the zone. Now picked up by number 22 for the Red Knights, Abby Garvin. As they pass it rink wide, but intercepted in the zone. It's not offsides. Here comes the Raiders. Along behind the net, number 3 with it, Isabel Steffies, the junior forward. Shoots it rink side to the near boards. Now picked up again by Steffies. Steffies now behind the net. Red Knights take it back in their own zone. Clear it out to Ellie Stewart as she gets it into the neutral ice. Now Stewart brings it across the line. She's got 5 Raiders all around her, all by herself. Took a shot, fanned on it. Rebound came out to Juckness. She took a shot, deflected in front by Mueller. Puck still loose, 15:45 to go, second period. Now Rosinski in the corner. Tries to keep it in. Puck comes out on the stick of number 15, Tove Sorensen, the senior, for the Raiders. Raiders keeping the puck, and now they get it out to neutral ice. And are they going to have icing? No, but right away, Bailey Gray comes and lets a big slap shot fly. Tough angle as that goes loud against the boards behind the net. Now to the near side. Rosinski comes away with it, showing her strength among all those defenders. Now the Red Knights break out. Junkness takes a nice nifty pass, bounces it off the boards into the Raiders zone. Now behind the net, getting there first though was Maya Miller, the freshman, number 21 for the Raiders. Raiders now try to break it back out. Still in the zone, and they do just get it out. And with it, skating the near side is number 18, Emily Brom, the sophomore, as that puck gets poke-chucked off her stick by Rosinski. Kept in at the point by number 23, Kira Hoskins. Now behind the net, Bailey Gray for the Red Knights. Backhands it nicely back to Rosinski, frees her up. She loses it momentarily. Now tries to hit Hamill at mid-ice. They wave off icing as it gets by Hamill all the way behind the net. Picked up by the Raiders' Grace McCaution. McCaution spins, still with it. Tries to clear the puck, kept in by number 14, Pasqua for the Red Knights. Now in the corner, number 23, Hamill. Hamill gets it taken away by the Raiders. I believe that's number 18 with it, Emily Bram, the sophomore. Centering pass off the stick of number 6, Bendixson, onto the stick of Ellie Stewart. Return pass for Bendixson, gets intercepted by the Raiders. Great hockey action there as we're still flying, and that's Ayla Pup. She's got the lone goal, comes right in, trying to get by the defender, number 27, Carver, but Carver did a nice job pushing it to the side, but right in front, she had a golden opportunity and just lost it off her stick, was Ayla Pup. She is a very dangerous scorer out there, as her stats demonstrate, with 53 points on the year. Now here's Pup at mid-ice with plenty of room. She's got players with her, quick wrist shot, deflected in front by Sienna Carver. Carver and Pup, that is a big matchup right there to keep an eye on. And now Carver shoots at a loss. She played a great job on defense for the Red Knights, keeping Ayla Pup contained, but that's all they can do for Ayla Pup, is try to contain her. Clearly a very talented player out there. Now under 13 minutes to go. 13 shots on net for the Red Knights, 7 for the Raiders, but they lead in the most important stat, which is the goals, 1-0. Now Ellie Stewart trying to clear the puck, and nice forecheck there by Isabel Steffies, the junior forward for the Raiders. And the Red Knights finally get it out. That's Hassler on the near boards. Number 97 dumps it and she'll change. And now the Raiders get there first. Lucy Bolin now kept in on the far boards by Bailey Gray. Now to Ellie Stewart. Stewart with it. Great stick handling. Very quick wrist shot from the far circle. Karam's behind the boards. Picked up by Rosinski. Return pass underneath. I think that's Junkness. Comes out. Gray with a wrist shot from point. That deflects into the far corner. Picked up by 22. That's Abby Garvin. Now Gray with it. As the Red Knights applying pressure once again here in period number 2, dominating. Oh, and now the Red Knights run into each other. Oh, Rosinski, well, she's okay. That was unexpected. Looks like she's going to be all right. Now Rosinski manning that point still. Now puck behind the net. Played with the backhand by Grace McCaution for the Raiders. And they finally get it out to neutral ice. And hand pass looks like is the call there. And they're going to have a face-off at the center circle. And that stoppage of the clock. We look at the replay right in front. And look at that nice diving save by Emerson Garley for the Raiders. Okay, face-off going to be right at center ice, 11:38 remaining. Oh, now they're going to move it all the way back into the Red Knights zone. So I think there was a hand pass there. Oh, there's a cross-check from behind that didn't get called. Pup, there was right in front. She just couldn't keep a handle on it. Had she got that, she could have had a great opportunity for her second goal of the night. All right, now play back underway after the face-off of the Red Knight zone. They manage to get to neutral ice. Now Junkness gets her stick on it and gets there first. In the Raiders zone, 11:15 to go. Coming away with it right there is 23, Lizzie Hamill. Her shot gets blocked and deflected to the far boards. Rosinski takes, or excuse me, that was Pasqua, number 14 at the point. Now it gets by Pasqua. And there's going to be an icing. A quick whistle stops the clock with 10:57 remaining. Period number 2. We look at some fans getting a close-up view right along the boards. Always fun to watch a hockey game from that position at any level. And we'll be having a face-off in the Raiders zone. In to take it is Evelyn Mickelson for the Red Knights. And they win the draw. Both teams at even strength. No power play opportunities yet in period number 2. Now the Raiders come away with it. Is number 25, Eloise DeBus. She gets skated off the puck by the Red Knights in the corner. Now a quick shot taken by number 3, Isabel Stephens. And she did have a screen in front and a nice save there by Rooney for the Red Knights. Puck does finally come out of the zone. Shot back in by number 21, Maya Miller. Now picked up behind the net by number 44, Brooklyn Riley for the Red Knights. She'll skate it from far boards. Tries to get it out, but kept in nicely by the Raiders. And a quick shot by number 25, DeBus. Goes wide left, and now we've got a whistle and a penalty coming up. I didn't see it. I was looking at the program, but it looks like number 15 for the Red Knights, Sienna Duffy, the junior, will be going into the cooler for 2 minutes. Hooking, I think, was the signal I saw from the referee, and it's right there. Just caught it there. Yep, there's Duffy. She'll go down for 2. Power play opportunity for the Raiders. The last time they were in that power play, Ayla Pup got goal number 1. They'll try to duplicate that. Power play, 2 minutes. 9:51 to go, and that puck was right there, and Mia Rooney makes the skate save on the right side, and now here come the Red Knights as they break out. Short-handed is Pasqua. She skates it across the line, coming right in on Mueller. Her wrist shot gets deflected right off her chest. The rebound comes all the way out now to center ice as Carver shoots it back into the Raiders zone as they killing the penalty here. 1:22 remaining in the player advantage for the Raiders. Down the far side. Played by number 21, Maya Miller, out to neutral ice, and Carver slaps it back into the Raiders zone, and getting there first is the Red Knights. They're not opposed to a shorthanded goal. They've done it before this season. Now with it, 22 Garvin. She'll shoot it all the way back. Nice job there by 21 Maya Miller, cutting that off to save precious seconds. But 50 seconds left, no shots on goal in this power play advantage. And now a Red Knight player ended up in the net of the Raiders net, and that's what spurred the whistle as you go all the way down. Well, let's look at this replay right there, the deflection by number 27, Sienna Carver, and right in there, that quick shot, and that got a little dicey there for Mia Rooney and the Red Knights, but the gods were shining on them. That puck just eluded her, but for a minute there, it seemed like they didn't know where it was. All right, we're about to have a face-off now outside the blue line. Red Knights control. They're on the penalty kill. 39 seconds to go. Look at the speed. Is that Bendixson coming in there to cause all kinds of havoc on the forecheck? And now Bendixson comes up with the puck. Look at her speed. Now she's got help on the far side by number 24, Koopman. Or no, that's Hassler. As they are harassing these Raiders, causing them all kinds of problems, just getting the puck out of their own zone. Now they finally do with 15 seconds to go in the player advantage. Approaching 8 minutes to go in period number 2. Another fast-moving period underway here from the Rec Center. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports, streaming live on YouTube. Glad you're with us. And now both teams at full strength, and the Red Knights do a nice job killing off that penalty. Much improvement from their first penalty kill, which resulted in the first goal. But there's a puck right out in front, and the Red Knights come away with it. That could have been a little dicey there as well. Now on the far side, Hassler coming in, showing great balance. Pass, wrist shot, goes over the crossbar, and caroms all the way out to neutral ice. 7:42 to go. Now Gray back with it, but right on her heels is Megan Snyder for the Raiders. Now the Red Knights come back. Gray out to center ice, got it to Koopman, and then Junkness lost it, and it comes all the way down, and that's going to draw a whistle and another icing call against the Raiders, and they'll bring it all the way down. Second period, 7:29 to go. There you can see the shots. Not as many shots here overall in the second period, hardly any. I think it was 12-6 at the beginning, and now we're more than halfway through period number 2, and just a shot on goal from either team. So both teams might be just catching their breath for what I expect might be a wild third period. Glad you're with us here on ParkTV 16 Sports, enjoying this action, and now another icing against the Raiders. That's their second in a row. And that stopped the clock with 7:21 to go. Face off to Macy Mueller's left. She's been perfect tonight, facing all 13 shots and turning them away. Now face off controlled by the Raiders, and now the Red Knights take it over. Both teams at full strength now. Red Knights looking for their first goal here. Trying to even it up now right in front. Cleared away nicely by the Raiders, number 13. And it's going to be their third consecutive icing in less than a minute. Stops the clock with 6:59 to go. So I don't know if that's a sign that they're tired or lazy. Lazy isn't the right word. Just wanted to clear the puck there, and that's what they were doing to alleviate the pressure. So this is a good time here for the Red Knights. 3 icing calls in a row might be showing that the Raiders are looking a little tired out there. Now puck right in front, and a quick wrist shot gets deflected in front by Macy Mueller. Almost got in over her shoulder. She only caught a piece of that puck. And the Red Knights really are smelling blood in the water. At least that's what it feels like. And now it does come out for the Raiders. Number 15, Tova Sorensen, shoots the puck to the far boards. Tried to get it over to Eloise DeBus, the freshman for the Raiders. Now puck comes caroms all the way down. And now an icing is going to come against the Red Knights this time. And that stops the clock with 6:28 to go. So suddenly 4 icings in a row in a minute's time. Slows it down as we look at the Red Knight bench, shouting out encouragement. Both teams standing on the bench, very interested in the outcome of this matchup. Big 9 versus Metro West, rural Minnesota versus the city. Great matchup, 2 evenly matched teams playing really good hockey tonight. Good clean game. Now Raiders in their own zone, trying to clear the puck, kept in on the near side by Sienna Carver. Carver, her wrist shot is intercepted by number 16, Peruta for the Raiders. Now getting it in on that far side, 22, Abby Garvin. And kept in by Pasqua. Her wrist shot caroms into the near corner. And a whistle. And I'm not sure what that was for. An offsides? Oh, the puck went out of play. Yep, there it did. Obstructed there briefly. Okay, clock stopped with 5:52 to go. Shots on goal, 14-7, favor the Red Knights. Face off to Macy Mueller's right. Won by the Raiders. Trying, clearing attempt, kept in by Rosinski. Nicely now. Morris with a quick wrist shot, and that goes hard. Just left of the mark. Gotta put it on net if you're gonna score. And now the Raiders backhand wrist that out of play. You know, that can sometimes be interpreted as a delay of game as we look at the Raiders bench. One of the assistant coaches, I believe. Head coach is Paige Haley. She's standing on high behind the net. Her team playing very well, up 1-0. 5:38 to go, period number 2. Another face-off to the right of Macy Mueller. Won again by the Raiders. And that puck tried to get it out and unable to do so. Kept in by the Red Knights, and now the Raiders finally work it out to center ice. Rosinski plays catch with Gray. Gray now gets it across the line to number 23, Lizzie Hamill. Hamill centering shot. Rebound attempted by Grace Bendixson, and that gets deflected in front. Now the Raiders with it. As number 11, McCautions, plays it around the boards. Played again there by number 14. That's Evelyn Amundsen, the sophomore. Now puck right in front, hacking at it, but saving it. Macy Mueller smothers it with her left-handed glove, and that stops the clock with 4:56. Let's see the replay. How close did this get? Number 24, Kayla Koopman comes right in the doorstep. And there's a cross-check right in front of the official, and they are not going to call it. Oh yeah, they are going to call it. She is going for cross-checking. Number 11, Grace McCautions, as Mick will welcome her with a big smile. So now the Red Knights with their second opportunity of the night with a 2-minute player advantage. Cross-check is going to be the call against Grace McCautions, the junior defender, and the Red Knights with their second power play. 16 shots on net so far. They win the draw. Puck in the zone. Played by number 16. Addie Morris at the point. Now in the corner, Ellie Stewart. Out to Morris. Morris to the near side to Sienna Carver. Carver finds Ellie Stewart right in there. Quick wrist shot from point blank range. And Macy Mueller in great position to block that with her body, and the puck came right down and she smothered it. Look at the replay. Carver, look at that nice heads-up pass right to Ellie Stewart. She turns on it, great shot, but Macy Mueller was waiting for it, and the rebound was there briefly, but Hassler was a little late getting in there. Face off now to Macy Mueller's right. Ellie Stewart goes down. Now a quick wrist shot by Pasqua. She had a golden opportunity, but it was blocked away by Macy Mueller, kept in by Carver. 4:21 to go in the period, 1:23 in the player advantage. Red Knights getting all so close here. 18 shots on net now. Carver with it. Rink-wide pass, quick wrist shot by Pasqua, blocked in front, rebound, controlled by the Raiders behind the net. That is Ayla Pup. Now Stewart gets it away from her. 3:59 to go, 1 minute in the player advantage, and Stewart loses control, and the Red Knights will have to regroup. Great poke checking there by Ayla Pup on the defensive end. And now we're going to have a penalty on the Raiders, and that's going to be their second one. That comes with 3:44 to go. And it's going to be right there, I believe. They're going to call that checking. But the Raiders are going to have 2 players in the penalty box. That's number 8. Or is that Ayla Pup? 9. No, number 13, excuse me. That's Emerson Garley, the junior. 18 goals on the year to go along with 14 assists. One of their leading scorers. So now, for the next 48 seconds, the Red Knights will have a 2-player advantage. And then if they don't score then, they'll have a player advantage after that for the remaining difference. Okay, Red Knights win the draw, and they're moved in quick, really tight. Quick wrist shot, rebound, cleared by the Raiders, but not out of the zone. Near boards. 2 minutes roughing is the call. Quick wrist shot, and what a save by Macy Mueller. She came over with that pad save. You'll never see something more beautiful than that. What a great save that was, robbing the Red Knights of a goal at point-blank range. Another shot from the near side. Cup angle, still with it. Red Knights getting frustrated. They now have 22 shots on goal, just like that. Now, 5 seconds remaining in the two-player advantage. Red Knights still with a quick wrist shot, and that goes over the left-hand corner. Now, coming out of the box is number 11, Grace McCaution, and she almost got the puck. And there's a push right in front of the referee, no call, and that brings a few groans from the crowd. Now here comes Rosinski across the line. Player advantage for another 57 seconds. Quick wrist shot deflected in front by Mueller. She is always in the right position. I don't think she always sees the puck, but her positioning couldn't be more perfect for a goaltender, and that has led to her success tonight, turning away all 23 shots, and now a player goes down hard in the corner. We're gonna have a penalty, I think gonna come on Red Knights. Is that Gray, number 9, Gray, right along here. That's gonna be a hook on Gray. So now both teams will be at even strength for the next 39 seconds, and then she went down, I think, on her own accord there. So now a slew of penalties here late in the second. As we look at some of the replay here, it was like shooting goldfish, and look at the save right there by the pad of Macy Mueller. That was brilliant goaltending. Now the Raiders, quick wrist shot. Both teams at full strength, but down a player, so there's a lot more room out there to roam, which could really benefit someone as talented as Ayla Pup out there for the Raiders. Okay. And now an icing against the Red Knights that will stop the clock with 1:56 remaining as we look at Bailey Gray picking things over after that. 13 seconds remaining where both teams at even strength, 4 skaters aside. And then the Raiders are gonna get a player advantage for the balance. About 1:20, give or take. Puck controlled by the Raiders, they keep it in, 3 seconds. And now the Raiders are on the power play. This will be their third one of the night for 1:21. And just like that, the Red Knights clear the puck. And getting there first was the Red Knights. Good hustle there by Hassler, I believe. And now she is behind, and now the Raiders, no, that's McCaution. It's just very smooth skater. Centering pass, and that's gonna be a penalty on the Red Knights from behind. Pasqua is gonna get rung up for cross-checking from behind. Let's see what happened here on the replay. Centering pass right there, and bang. I don't know, is that a check, I guess? I don't know if it's gonna be a cross check, but you can't check in girls varsity high school hockey. Yeah, what? Gray, talking it over. Everybody's not guilty in jail, right? So those two are in the cooler, and now it's complicated. So it's a 2-player advantage now for the Raiders. 1:19 to go. They'll have a 2-player advantage for the next 57 seconds, and then a player advantage for the remaining 21 seconds in the period. And if there's no goal scoring at all during that period, then they'll start on the power play to begin the third. So the referee is over at the scorer's table sorting it out. And now things are changing on the scoreboard here. They took one off, but there's still 2 players in the penalty box, though. And now they are signaling. I am confused. There are 2 Red Knights in the penalty box, 1 in for the Raiders, and there's only 1 penalty on the board, unless that's to truncate it all. And it just amounts to a 57-second advantage. And here come the Raiders right on top and right from behind. Number 5 was that Junkness on the defense, saved a golden opportunity for the Raiders. No, that was 55, Ruzinski. Great back check by Ruzinski, saving the day. As number, welcome back to ParkTV 16 Sports on location. Tonight we are at the Rec Center in St. Louis Park, and we are about to begin period number 3 of this very competitive hockey game between the Northfield Raiders and the Benilde-St. Margaret Red Knights. If you're just joining us, here is the story. The Red Knights have 23 shots on goal. They have dominated throughout in that category. They've only faced 7 shots by the Raiders, but the Raiders are up 1-0 on a spectacular goal by their leading goal scorer, Ayla Pup, on the power play late in the first. There was no scoring in the second. Despite the Red Knights continue to dominate shots on goal, but our score after 2 complete 1-0. As we look at the Metro West Conference standings, there's the Red Knights 4-0, 11-4-2 overall, and manning down 3rd place behind Holy Angels and Orono. Okay, we're about to begin. Center ice, Raiders in the gold uniforms, going right to left. Red Knights left to right, looking for their first goal of the night, and they win the draw. And the puck to the near side by Hamill, number 23. The junior has been prolific and has quite a few shots on goal, but none of them have gotten by the outstanding goaltending effort by Macy Mueller, coming with a 2.11 goals against average, and we'll have an icing call early here in the 3rd on the Red Knights. As you look at the Northfield bench, their head coach, I believe to the right, that's Paige Haley. And then one of the 3 assistant coaches. Their team 11-6 out of the year out of the Big 9 Conference in the southern part of the metro area and points south. Now coming right in, Red Knights, Junkness tried to take the return pass and she got taken nicely out of the play. The Raiders are a really nice hockey team here. Playing very well, both these teams, very similar. They're both very quick, athletic. Red Knights have been dominating, but they have not been able to get that puck behind the stellar goaltending of Macy Mueller, the sophomore, for the Raiders. Okay, now Red Knights with 16 minutes to go, period number 3. Just down 1 goal as that puck comes all the way down. They wave off icing. The Red Knights change on the fly, but quickly on the forecheck and taking the puck away and almost centering it for the Red Knights. Mickelson was right there, and that was Morris doing a nice job of getting that puck and trying to set it up. Now the Red Knights applying the pressure in the forecheck. Bailey Gray keeps it in. Goes in along the near boards behind the net. Now on the far side. Played by number 15, Sorensen for the Raiders. Raiders finally break it out to neutral ice. But Bailey Gray is quick there to get it for the Red Knights to skate it back. Pass ahead to number 16. That is Morris. Addie Morris. Puck behind the net. Skated there is Bendixson, who's played very well also on the forecheck for the Red Knights tonight. Now on the far boards, number 2, Julia Evans. Centering pass goes off a Raiders skate. Now onto a Raiders stick as they break it out. Number 25, Eloise DeBus. And now there is a whistle and a player down. And struggling there, number 16, Addie Morris, getting help from her teammates. Mickelson, let's see if we can see what happened here. Oh, it was just out of our view. And I can't explain how she went down, but clearly she is in some discomfort. I don't know if did she get blindsided, just taken, maybe got surprised, and just a little bit of shock here. Let's see if we can see it. Right just off the screen, you can see there was a collision, so no penalty on that. Addie Morris skates off gingerly. Both teams at full strength, 14:48 to go. Red Knights reeling around as they have all night, and a nice wrist shot there by Kendall Hassler, showing her great athletic ability. Puts one right on net in traffic, gets that shot off, and there is Macy Mueller making another great save for the Raiders. Her 24th of the night. Puck now behind Mueller. Stewart puts a shot right on her. Another save. Rebound comes out. Red Knights control. 4:25 to go. Now near side. Wrist shot. Stayed along the ice surface. And that was deflected. Another one by Macy. 26 saves on the night. Now right in front. Puck taken away behind by number 18, Bram, for the Raiders. Red Knights just dominating possession here. Ellie Stewart over to the far side. That puck goes right across the goal crease. Nobody touched it. Into the corner. Rebound controlled by Stewart. She's going to come right in, put the wrist shot on, and that deflects over the crossbar and against the glass, rebounding all the way out. And Stewart still has it, dominating out there. Look at her speed and athletic ability, coming around, spinning around, still with it. Now, Red Knights change. Stewart will change. Wrist shot from the point by Evans, deflected and cleared by the Raiders as they have an icing signal, and that is going to be icing as the Raiders take a breather to relieve the pressure. And what great pressure that was by the Red Knights. Several golden opportunities, but again, Macy Mueller, the sophomore, robbing them of so many opportunities here tonight. 13:24 to go. Period number 3, face-off controlled by the Raiders, breaking it out. Number 16 is Perutka. Perutka skates it along the line, gets it behind Pasqua, gets it to herself. Nice job by Perutka getting that across. Now taken away by Pasqua for the Red Knights. Her clearing a shot, a pass to Lizzie Hamill, goes off her skate. Now coming right in for the Raiders, and she goes down. No call, even though it was right in front of the referee. And the Raiders control in their own zone, as they now start to show some offensive prowess here in the third period. Going down, skating it in was number 23, Kira Houskins, the sophomore for the Raiders. Now the Red Knights come back with it in their own zone. Skating it out, Hamill. Hamill runs into Houskins. Now Hamill gets it right back. 1-on-3. Houskins, no, she comes around. Give the head to number 15. Sienna Duffy, and her shot goes wide. Hard off the boards. Ruzinski over there to stop the Raiders, but it's picked up by number 15, Sorensen, but she gets it taken away by Duffy. Duffy gets it taken away, and now it ends up on the stick of Bailey Gray. Bailey with a quick wrist shot, deflected in front by Maya Miller for the Raiders. What great action here. Raiders try to clear it. Bailey Gray gets her stick on it, but not before it gets into the neutral zone, but quickly now Bendixson. Drop pass to Duffy, comes right in. Big pad save, rebound by Duffy. Puck still loose, and a quick whistle by the referee there. But Macy Mueller is the story tonight. Another great save. Look at Bendixson, that beautiful drop pass. Duffy, point blank range, pad save. No, she got it with her blocker. Came right out back to Duffy, and another save, and she gloves it. Just a sophomore out there. Macy Mueller, impressive tonight in nets for the Raiders, and another icing call. We'll stop the clock with 11:46 to go. I think this is exciting hockey. 1-0 score. Good defensive hockey on display. Can be just as exciting as a lot of goal scoring. I think it's actually more exciting. These two teams are playing great, high-level, entertaining hockey tonight. Glad you're with us, enjoying it on ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube, and there's going to be another icing call. So, boy, this is the pattern here in the third period. Red Knights dominate, get more shots on goal. Macy Mueller saves them. They ice the puck, do it again. All right, 11:33 to go. We see some of the fans enjoying it here. The Red Knights, not too many smiles on the home crowd there. They're looking to tie this up. Pasqua with a quick wrist shot and gloved by Macy Mueller, and another stop, this time with 11:27 to go. Face off now to the left. Here's that quick replay. Quick rocket wrist shot by Pasqua, number 14, sophomore Ella Pasqua. Another quick wrist shot by Pasqua, deflected in front, goes off Stewart's skate, now picked up by 22, Abby Garvin. Garvin now loses it to the Raiders as they try to clear the puck. Pasqua keeps it in at the point. to the far side. Stewart right in front, and another save by Mueller. She gives up a plum rebound, but the Raiders get it, and that is number 9, Ayla Pup. Here comes Pup. She's got the only goal tonight, and it goes all the way around the boards, and almost keeping it in for the Raiders was number 13, Garley, and she does get it in. Now the Red Knights with it on the near boards, trying to clear it out. The intensity level has picked up here just in the last few moments as the Raiders are starting to show a little offense of their own. Midway through period number 3. Now, playing it, Hassler, 97. Puck taken away, skated away by Emily Bram, the sophomore for the Raiders. Now out to neutral ice, Brzezinski, as the Red Knights will regroup. Now Bailey Gray brings it across the near boards, and they're going to be an offside. And a whistle stops the clock with 10:23 remaining. And look at this flurry. Ellie Stewart right at point blank range. And right into the body of the perfectly positioned Macy Mueller. 29 saves on the night for Macy Mueller. Incredible. Now, Raiders number 10, Olivia Rasmussen. And Rasmussen, notes played in by Emily Bram, and now Beam is her name. That's pronouncing that wrong. B-E-A-H-M, Beam. Will be called for the icing, and that stops the clock with 10:04. So, repeat. Face-off to Mueller's right. 10:04 remaining. Face-off won by the Red Knights. Pasqua shoots it now behind the net. Raiders try to clear it, and they do, and that's going to be another icing call. And it is like the washing machine cycle. Repeat, rinse, wash, rinse, spin dry, repeat. All right, now, face off to Macy Mueller. It'll be controlled by the Raiders, and they'll ice the puck, except they don't. And now they've got a 2-on-1, at least for a moment. On the near side, number 16, Perutka comes in, and that shot is deflected. Perutka gets the own rebound in the corner. We're under 10 minutes to go in period number 3. Our score 1-0. Red Knights, 29 shots on goal to the Raiders 7. Red Knights at neutral ice. Rasmussen for the Raiders. Now Junkness comes away with it. She's got Mickelson on her left. She gets skated off the puck. Nice defense by the Raiders. And it's not just their goaltender that's playing great on defense. So are the Raiders as a team. They're always in good position, and they are very skilled. And look at that move there by number 13, Garley, coming in. Wrist shot deflected in front. Bailey Gray taking one for the team as 2 Red Knights bump into each other. That allows the Raiders, McCaution, to have it. Herquist wrist shot comes right in on Rooney. Rooney goes down and smothers the puck. And that stops the clock with 8:53 to go. Rooney making her 8th save of the night. And there the 2 Red Knights ran into each other. That freed up the puck for number 11, McCaution, and she put it right on net in traffic. Riley in there, and then Rooney finally sees it and wisely smothers it. Now face off to her left, controlled by the Raiders. At the point, number 23, Lucy Bolin. Her shot goes wide right along the boards, controlled by the Raiders in the corner. Now behind the net to number 3, Isabel Stevens, and now it's skated off by Pasqua. Pasqua comes out at neutral ice. She's got Red Knights on her right and left, gives it up to number 15, Duffy, as she goes down. Puck loose in front. There's going to be a penalty on the Raiders. I think interference might be the call, as Mueller makes the save. Here comes Pasqua across the line, gave it up to Duffy. Right there is going to be the trip, and that's going to go against Tove Sorensen, the senior forward. It's going to go to the box as we look at the aftermath. It is getting very intense down there. 1-0 is our score. The Red Knights understandably have got to be incredibly frustrated. 29 shots on goal, nothing to show for it. Donut on the scoreboard. 1-0 Northfield as we look at Mick opening the box, and is there some confusion about who the penalty is on here? There seems to be some discussion just to the right of the scores table. And they're talking it over on the Northfield bench, and finally, Yeah, number 15 reluctantly comes off the bench. She was not going to own this penalty. Let's see the replay. I don't think there's any question about it. That is a trip. All right, now play back underway. 2 minutes on the board for a player advantage for the Red Knights. 8:23 to go in regulation. Our score 1-0. Now, Red Knights, Pasquale, the quick wrist shot deflected right in front, but no Red Knights there to get the rebound, and the Raiders clear it. This might have been the best thing for the Raiders. Since they were icing the puck all the time anyway, they might as well be on the power play and not suffer the icing. That could be a strategic advantage there. I just thought about. Now here comes Pasquale, brings it across the line on the far side. She goes down on her own. No penalty, as there shouldn't have been. And now a whistle. And they're going to bring it out. Or is there a penalty? No. Right there. Good no call, in my opinion. 7:54 to go. Clock stopped. 1:26 to go on the player advantage. Raiders win that face-off. Maya Miller tries to clear it, and she does. Again, I think this is almost advantageous for the Raiders because they can really take time off the clock, and right now that is going to be the Red Knights' biggest enemy here. 7:38 to go, 1:08 to go in the player advantage. Skating it across is Kendall Hassler. Hassler now gets by the defender behind the net. Turns back around, coming right out in front and on net, and another save by Mueller. Puck loose in front, poking at it to the Red Knights, and now a whistle and no goal. Again, Ellie Stewart digging in there, trying to make something happen, and Mueller making another spectacular save. And look at this. This is Hassler, 97, right in there, and just Mueller gets the pad save at ice level. Stewart in there poking away, along with Hassler, can't get it to go. All right, play back underway. 52 seconds remaining in the player advantage. 7:18 in the period. Another point-blank shot and a quick glove by number 31, Macy Mueller. And she is putting on a goaltending clinic here tonight. 32 shots saved. 46 seconds left in the player advantage to the Red Knights. Quick shot right on Macy Gray. She makes another save, and down goes Junkness as they're pushing and shoving in front of the net. Frustration starting to emerge, understandably. Quick wrist shot there, and look at Macy Mueller. Boy, this is one of the more impressive goaltending jobs I've ever seen. Doing this work. Face off now, Junkness talking to the official, looking for some sort of advantage, and now Junkness will get kicked out of the face-off circle. And stepping in and winning the face-off was Evelyn Nicholson. Red Knights now, 38 seconds on the player advantage. Gray calling for it, and the puck eludes the Red Knight teammate and comes out to neutral ice. And Gray goes down, and there's going to be another penalty. It's going to go against their number one scorer. Now a chance for Evelyn Nicholson with a player advantage. Two-player advantage. They got an extra skater as they pull the goaltender. That shot goes wide, and now the Raiders finally get control of it, and they're going to have another penalty on the Raiders coming up. It's going to be on number 9, Ayla Pup. She's got the only goal tonight. Here it is. Right there, they're going to get her for the trip. Two players now in the penalty box. It's going to be a two-player advantage, and now a timeout on the ice. I'm not sure which team took it. Either one would have good reason for it. The Red Knights now, this is a golden opportunity. 6:45 to go as we look at their upcoming schedule after tonight. They've got 4 home games in a row, so come on down to the rec center. I don't know if we'll be doing any of those games, maybe. Otherwise, join us on ParkTV 16 Sports. Glad you're with us here, streaming live on YouTube. My name is Robert Christensen. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. I think it's been an outstanding, entertaining, highly competitive hockey game against two very evenly matched teams. Even though the shots on goal don't reflect that, the scoreboard certainly does. And looking at how they're playing each other, they're very similar in nature, and their records are very similar as well. 11-6, the Raiders. 11-4-2, the Red Knights. That game against Cretan Hall at Cretan-Durham Hall is a big one for the Red Knights. At Hill Murray coming up. All of them are big, especially Chaska Chanhassen, which I think are leading the conference. No, Orono and Academy of Holy Angels are leading. So they've already played those two teams. So all right. Raiders are ready to go. They've left their huddle on the side bench. Red Knights are still talking it over, taking their time. And you gotta think it's now or never for these Red Knights at home. 2-player advantage for 17 seconds. They'll start out in the Raider zone. Face off to Macy Mueller's right. She's got 33 saves on the night. Face off. Koopman. Raiders win it and shoot it all the way down the ice. And that'll kill off the 2-player advantage. There's only 9 seconds left. But then the Red Knights will be on the power play for another 145 with a player advantage. 6:30 to go, period number 3. 1-0 our score. Now Bailey Gray brings it across the line, over to the left circle, and there's an offside call on the Red Knights. That was unfortunate. Let's see if we can see it here on the replay. Yep, on the near side, Mickelson, 20. The guilty party on that offsides. Good catch by the officials, and now the Raiders send it all the way back down. Brings a thunderous pounding of the boards by their bench, the Raider bench that is. 6:08 remaining, 1:23 in the player advantage. Now, at center ice is Pasqua. Ellie Pasqua coming right in, and the backhanded shot gets deflected outside the net. Now puck in the corner. Ellie Stewart. Stewart now to Addie Morris, who was shaken up earlier. Good to see her out there manning that point. She's had a good game now. Wrist shot, rebound. Comes back out. Morris keeps it in. 5:42 remaining in the period. 55 seconds remaining in the player advantage. From the point, deflected by number 2, Megan Snyder for the Raiders. Now they clear it. Kept in, though, on the far side. Now Morris. Pass to the circle. Quick wrist shot. Hard. Over the crossbar, off the glass, and rebounds all the way out to Morris at the point. That's blocked in front again by Snyder. Puck caroms into the corner. Ellie Stewart now. 30 seconds remaining in the player advantage. Look at the great positioning on defense by the Raiders. They're always in the right place, and there's a loose puck right in front. Rebound. That goes wide right by Morris. Puck now in the far corner. Raiders clear it with 16 seconds remaining in the player advantage. We're now under 5 minutes to go in period number 3. 36 shots now on goal for the Red Knights. Skating with it across is number 27, Sienna Carver. Carver in the corner, gets corralled by 2 Raiders. Now coming out from the corner, wrist shot. Goes wide across the crease. That was taken by number 24, Kaylee Koopman, the junior for the Red Knights. Now puck gets cleared all the way out, and there is going to be an icing call there. So both teams now at full strength. 4.5 minutes remaining exactly. Face-off will be back in the Raiders zone as we look at head coach Paige Haley as her team is clinging to a 1-goal lead that they obtained way back at the end of period number 1 on the power play. Late. Now behind the net or in the corner, number 24, Lucy Bolin for the Raiders, tries to clear it around the boards, and it gets by number 44. Brooklyn Riley, but she quickly recovers to Gray. Gray, rink wide across to Hamill. Now skated off by number 21 for the Raiders, Maya Miller. She turns to fire it down, and I think it went out of play. And the referee is calling for the face-off in the zone. Could have easily been made outside the zone, but they are choosing to put it in the zone. So that's a break for the Red Knights. 4:09 remaining. Shot differential 36-8. Favoring the Red Knights. Can Maya Mueller, Macy Mueller, and the Raiders hold on here? 4 minutes exactly remaining, and another icing call on the Raiders. And that is the pattern we are in here in the third. Face off to Mueller's right or left. Won by the Red Knights. Flurry of shots. Raiders clear the icing. Repeat. All right, now they win that face-off shot. Now behind the net, quickly turning on his Stewart, but right there was number 11, Grace McCaution. perfectly placed on defense, allowing Macy Mueller to make another save. I don't know if they even count that as a shot on net. So far they haven't, but she had it in her glove. Good enough for me. All right, now Red Knights right in front, gets deflected on the one time her attempt was Kessler, but the puck got intercepted. Now the Raiders skated into the Red Knight zone. One of the rare occasions in period number 3. That's Isabel Stevens. 3.5 minutes now remaining as the Red Knights get control once again. Skating in is number 27, Sienna Duffy, all the way behind the net. Now behind, Duffy looking for someone to pass it to, gets it, Ellie Stewart. Now out to the point is number 22 with it. Garvin, as she tried to get it over to Pasquan, it gets deflected. Hassler comes away with it. That shot on net, another plum rebound, but no Red Knights there, only Raiders there to clear the puck. And that's what I'm talking about, the great defense. And look at that other great glove save by Macy Mueller. And now it is really true. She is outstanding with that glove. Look how quick she pulls that out, just like that. And no doubt either. Never seen a goaltender glove so well as she has tonight. It seems like I'm overpraising her. I apologize, but we are watching a magnificent performance. She's now faced 38 shots on goal. 2:55 to go. Raiders come away with it. Skating on the far side and almost kept in by Brooklyn Riley, but not quite. And now another icing call against the Raiders. And they are literally hanging on, aren't they? Icing the puck. Just slowly inching that time off. We're under 3 minutes to go. In fact, there's 2:47 left. Face off to Mueller's right, won by the Raiders. They clear the puck, and they do. Nice job there on defense. Number 2, Megan Snyder. Boy, those little clearing attempts are really going to be important here. 2:35 to go now for the Red Knights. Number 24, Kaylee Koopman right in front. And the puck is, no, there's play on. They waved it off, and the Red Knights are complaining about that. As the referee lost sight, another quick whistle right in front there. Juckness missed. That puck was right there. She couldn't quite get her stick on the ice to steer that in. That was so fast. And now Juckness complaining that why are they blowing the whistle? And when the referee, yep, you can see her body language there, indicating her disagreement with that, and I can't blame her frustration, although if the referee can't see the puck, they will likely blow the whistle. I think that's their rule to themselves, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, face-off controlled by Ellie Stewart and the Red Knights. 2:19 to go. Both teams at full strength, though. You would hardly know it by watching it. That shot, Karams rebounded behind the net, picked up by Stewart. Stewart spins. So nifty with that stick work by Ellie Stewart. She playing catch with the corner there with that's Sienna Duffy. Now centering pass intended for 22 gets by her Abby Garvin. And now Pasqua plays it, and there's going to be a penalty coming up on, I believe, Pasqua, or no? Did it go out of bounds? Let's see here. Who's that? Deflection? Yes, it went ricocheted off and out of play. That stops the clock now at 1:55. So now we're under 2 minutes, and guess what? A face-off to Macy Mueller's right. 39 shots on goal. Will that be enough for the Raiders to hold on? And a key clear. And now we've got a pulled goaltender. Mia Rooney has left the ice, and they have added an attacker. So here comes Bailey Gray with an empty net with 1:40 to go. Raiders try to clear it, and they do to center ice. And playing it down was Garley, but quickly intercepted by Kendall Hassler. Hassler now with a full steam ahead coming on the far side, crosses the line, plays it to herself, and she gets checked, and that's going to be a penalty on the Raiders for checking. Definitely used the shoulder there, and that's going to go against number 21, Maya Miller. That'll be your second penalty of the night. Let's see the replay. Oh, it was just after the fact, but I actually saw that one in live time as Miller will have a seat. Here's the replay. Kendall Hassler skating fast over the far, and yeah, she just came. That's a check. That's a hip check. You wonder if they're ever going to let the women check, though. I mean, they're all padded up. They're tough as anybody. I don't know if there's ever any conversation about that, but it seems to me they should let him. All right, now there's Northfield's upcoming schedule. So you can see some of the schools are mostly, you know, in outstate Minnesota. So for them to come to St. Louis Park is not usually their pattern, but you can see they've got at Winona. That's way down in the southeastern part of the state. Beautiful, beautiful city, and along the St. Croix River there and the Mississippi. Mankato East, Albert Lee, Rochester Mayo, Dodge County, then Hutchinson out due west, and then Owatonna, which is close by on 35W. Okay, I didn't hear the announcement, but I'm pretty sure that's 2 minutes for checking, and that's what's on the board. We're in a timeout here. And if you're just joining us, you have missed a whale of a hockey game and a whale of a goaltending performance by Macy Mueller. She has faced 39 shots. She saved 39 shots. Meanwhile, Northfield has 8 shots all night long, but they got the one lone goal on the late power play by their leading goal scorer, Ayla Pup. She came in with 31 goals on the night, 21 assists. So she tallied her 32nd goal for 53 points. And this Northfield team is hanging on. The only way we can talk about it is I'm watching Maya Mueller get off the bench. She is 123 away from a well-earned shutout here on the road. And she's looking a little tired out there. She's coming out. Their teammates are patting her on the back. They know what's at stake here. This is a huge performance by that woman right there. Macy Mueller, just a sophomore goaltender, quickly off the faceoff, comes right in on her. So the Heat gets fired up right away out of that faceoff. 1:14 remaining. Stewart, rink wide on the far side to 22, Garvin. Top of the key, Gray. Her pass to Kessler goes off the boards. Fanning on his Pasqua and unable to clear it. Boy, that would have been huge for the Raiders, and that shot gets deflected and skated away by Macy Mueller. Now Gray right in the slot. Gives it up from Stewart. Gray right in front. Her shot caroms off to the left side behind the net. 41 seconds remaining. Gray with it. Quick one-timer from the near side. Saved by Mueller. She is so good. That's her 41st save of the night. Under 30 seconds to go. Right in front and another glove save. And that has really been her key save, is using that left-handed glove. The puck just disappears into it. This is truly an amazing goaltending performance, even if she gives one up here with 25 seconds to go. Absolutely unbelievable. There's another test from Pasqua. 42 shots. Face-off won by the Red Knights. Pasqua in the corner. 18 seconds remaining. Bailey Gray comes over. She's got control in the near corner. Pup chasing her. Poke checked along the boards, trying to clear it, can't do it. 3 seconds remaining, last shot gets deflected. 1 second remaining, and there it is. And they're on their feet, the visiting crowd members for Northfield, as they applaud the outstanding goaltending performance by Macy Mueller, and her teammates are out there to congratulate her, understanding what a momentous night it was for her. And there is our final score from the Rec Center in St. Louis Park. So for Paul Broden, our producer, everyone connected with our production here at ParkTV and 16 Sports, my name is Robert Christensen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again. Our final score, Northfield 1-0 on Macy Mueller's outstanding goaltending performance.